In this final session, we'll design a workflow process to submit and approve user submissions. We'll begin by setting up a simple approval chain with the custom users we created in the previous session. Then we'll test out that approval process in the app. And lastly, we'll look at a few places where we can track submissions and monitor the approval process. In the Administrator section, let's navigate to our dashboard app. Click Edit. In the Configuration tab, there are two different options available to us for Workflow, Basic and Advanced. In a basic workflow, the only types of users we can add are contributors. Contributors can create new submissions, modify the data, and then submit their plan for approval. In advanced workflows, we can add two additional types of users, reviewers and approvers. Reviewers can view and comment on a submission, but cannot modify the data. Approvers can then modify the plan and either approve or reject it. Let's select an advanced workflow so that we can set up an approval chain. In the User tab, let's add one of our custom users from the previous session as a contributor. And then add the other one as an approver. If we jump to the Approval tab, we can design a new approval chain. We can drag and drop approvers in the order we want the plan to be approved. We can add multiple approvers to the same level, or add the same approver to different levels of the chain. Let's save everything. In the Apps page, let's impersonate John Smith and then start a new submission. Let's make some changes to the data and then update. From the Action drop-down, we can select Submit. Click Next and we can see an overview of the approval chain we set up. Click Submit. We've now been returned to the Apps page. We can review our submission here. Now let's switch to Impersonate Mary. Here we can see submissions currently waiting for our approval. We can also see information such as who submitted it, and how far along the approval process the submission is. When we enter the submission, we can review the data, and make any changes if necessary. Then from the Action drop-down, we can select Approve or Reject. If there were more approvers in this chain, we could decide to use the Make Final option here to finalize a submission right away. Once it's been approved, we can review the submission here. However, we can no longer make changes to the data. In the Administrator module, if we select our dashboard app, we have an app instance. This gives us an overview of all active submissions for the app. If we had made changes to a form after a user had started a submission, we could use this button to update their submission with the latest changes. In the app instance, we have a complete overview of the current state of approval processes for all approvers and dashboard apps. In this session, we set up a simple approval chain with the users we created in the previous session. Then we walked through that approval process in the app. And lastly, we examined a few places where we can track submissions and monitor the approval process. This concludes the Kepion training video series. For additional resources and documentation, visit our support center at help.kepion.com or reach out to us directly by contacting support@kepion.com.